it's going really bad. So what does Flareon do? It pushes the Nehkret button. Do a Nehkret 10x. That's what Raid will. Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another raid video. Today we're talking about Nehkret the Great, the Nehkret the Great Index, as I want to call it, since we've got some big news coming into the game, and I want to talk about how that relates with the health of the game and where the game is going. I've found this. I don't think it's like a big correlation, but it's a funny one that we're going to go over today. We're going to talk about the 10x's that are coming next week. We got a very weird news announcement, which never really comes during a Sunday. But apparently Plarium wanted the content creators to know and show it to their communities that the 10x's are coming. Prepare your shards. Open up your shards the next week. Well, before we get started, the 10x's are pretty much a scam, right? In terms of your chances of getting them with 782 champions or so in the game, summoning during a 10x is basically wishing for a champion, right? You're just wishing for it. If you get it, you're one of the lucky ones, honestly, because the odds are not to your favor. That being said, the odds of getting the legendary are still the same. It's just 10 times more to get a champion. Usually the void ones are considered a little bit better, but again, they're way more expensive than normal summons. And remember, next weekend we've got the 2x on ancients, so pretty much if you're saving ancients, don't use them on 10x's or your sacreds, right? Anyway, the champions that are covered, gonna go over very quickly through this news just so I can get that done. It's Nehkret the Great and Mashald on Monday, so a void and a non-void. So Nehkret the Great, amazing champion for the arena, we know it. He's been featured 9 times so far in a 10x. This will be the 9th time since Nehkret was launched in the game. He wasn't in the game when the game launched. He was only introduced in 2021, I believe. So in 2.5 years, he was introduced through a 10x 9 times. So you know how much Raid is pushing Nehkret. I think Nehkret and Kaimar have been the most frequent 10x's so far in the game. I think those are the high paying 10x events that Raid pushes when they really need money. I will get over it on that topic a little bit later once I finish the news part of this. If you're interested in any of the 10x's, we've got Hegemon and Walking Tomb Drank on June 27th, so Tuesday. Not so crazy on that one. Hegemon really has fallen off, so I don't see anybody summoning for that anymore in 2023. Enithway, Blood Twin, and Helicath on June 28th. I mean, Helicath is a great champion to have, but honestly, if you've got a Clan Boss team already, Helicath won't bring you something that is crazy new. Enithway, I would love to get him, but that's just gonna have to be a random summon for me because I'm not summoning for him, even with the 56 voids that I do have on my account. And then finally, Thursday 29th, Blindseer and Noct the Paralyzer. Blindseer, Noct the Paralyzer, not so great. Of champions, Blindseer it's an okay support. Noct the Paralyzer, again, okay with the sleeps and poison that he does, but nothing too special over that. But let's get into the fun part of the video, right? What do I mean by the Nehkret Index? Okay, Nehkret the Great. If you guys know me, you know I've been trying to get Nehkret since forever. This will be, I think, the first time during a 10x that I don't pull my shards for Nehkret. I've decided, guys, that I will be stingy with my shards. I will be very careful when I do open my shards. I will be doing maybe one or 2 or maybe 5 shards the most. But after that, I'm just keeping them, right? I've got like 56 voids, which all of these are through slowly accumulating them. I haven't even bought any packs for a long time now. Okay, well, not extremely long time. I want to be honest, but I mean, the monthly pack is almost going to expire and the mini mix pack has been dropping for me. So you guys know what I mean by that. Anyway, let's get back to that. What do I mean by the Nehkret the Great Index? The index is the key word, right? So if you guys don't know, I'll give you an example, the Big Mac Index, right? The Big Mac Index, what it is, it compares the prices of Big Macs across the world compared to the US, and based on that, you know that there is some differences in terms of the purchase power, okay? What I want to say with the Nehkret the Great Index is an example of when Raid is in trouble, when the interest in the game is really falling off, they push a 10x to get some summons done by the bigger whales, the whales that still don't have the Nehkret, because that is actually possible that whale players or any player out there doesn't have Nehkret. It's very, very possible that exists. So they push that. And I just want to say that I went through and found the last 9, well, all of the 10x's that we had as an announcement in the game. We had it in April 22nd, 2021. And then I went ahead, the very first one, I went ahead to Google Trends and I started to search for the Raid Shadow Legends. Maybe if we added Nehkret the Great into the search terms, maybe we can get some comparisons with that. No, I don't think so. But let me just show you what I'm looking at. So looking at Raid Shadow Legends trends over search trends over time through Google Trends, right? This is not really an accurate way of finding whether Raid has been falling off in terms of interest and how much money they're making, but it is a good way to understand on when people are searching for Raid Shadow Legends, when the game is at it's a good peak. And I'm guessing around here July 2021 was the I want to think this was when the ninja thing started. So Raid was at an all-time high. Then the next time that was again was around January 2022. Can't remember what that around that time what we had that was so good. But anyway, interest, as you guys know, in this game has been going up and down, up and down. If you've been a player the past years, you'll know that how different the interest is between the players, especially the veterans who might be quitting for some time then coming back. It's been shown that the game can't really keep its players interested for a long time. So what I thought was is that Raid, through the 10x's for Nehkret, so that's what I call the Nehkret index, manages to bring in back the interest for players, for the whales or whoever doesn't have them, and does these 10x's so that they come back into the game. Some of them get him, some of them don't, and that brings in a little bit more interest to the game. So the very first guys, 10x for Nehkret was April 22nd of 2021. So April 22nd of 2021 was around here, okay? It was around here. So the interest for Raid Shadow Legends was at a 61. So it compares it to 100 is the peak for this period that I'm showing, the since 2021 to today. So the interest was at 61. It's almost at the lowest between these period. I think even lower than that, maybe it's at a 60. But again, around that period in April was at a 61. You know, you look at that, April 18th to 24th. And then when you start getting the Nehkret 10x, it peaks a little bit. It goes up to 65, but then it drops. I'm guessing it's players trying to summon. Some of them get him, some of them don't. And they just play a little bit with the Nehkret and then they decide to quit. That is the first time they ever did the Nehkret 10x. Then we carry on. And then the second time they did the Nehkret 10x, guys, keep up with me, was in October 26th, 2021. October 26th, okay? So we skip the ninja stuff. So we go all the way to October the 20th, okay? So look at that. October 23rd, the interest fallen off to 57, okay? So it's really, really low. But then it jumps up during that week, okay? It goes to 63 and has a jump during that week of October, since Nehkret was featured in that 10x, and it makes it really interesting to see there. Then we have December 11th, 2021. So just 1 month after that, very, very short, you know, time between these 10x's, like a month. Okay, it's crazy. We had a peak of search here, and then it has fallen off after that. But then it peaked all the way here until the start of the new year, and that's when our next 10x comes in March of 28th in 2022. Okay, so we go here, March 27th. You see the interest was falling off. Okay, was falling off compared to how it was in January. And then we had the Nehkret 10x somewhere around here, March 28th. People were summoning during the weekend. They got him, and then look at that, it peaks up. I mean, correlation does not mean causation. Okay, I know that, guys. This is just a fun experiment that I wanted to do today. July 23rd was the next one. So July, let's go and have a look. July. We had, when was it? July 3rd. So beginning of July in 2022 is the next one. Trying to find it, guys. Beginning of July, we had relatively okay interest. Look at that. So this is like a period of increased interest compared to 2021. 2022 was. So we had a period of increased interest somewhere there. In June, we had a really bad end of the week there. It fallen off from 84 to 70 to 75. And then we had the 10x on Nehkret. And then we had another 10x only 1 month after July. So in August 2022. So they couldn't wait. They saw the numbers and they thought, we have to do it again. August. And then boom, look at that. In August, by the end of the August month, we had it back at 92, the peak interest because of all the Nehkrets in the game. But not for cold brew. No, definitely not for cold brew. So August 28th, that was around there where we had the peak in raid in terms of the 10x's. And then the next time the 10x happened was closing into the end on November 4th, 2022. We had a 77 in terms of the Google search trends. You know that people were, searching again. You see that boom, big peak goes from 77 to 90. And we have again Nehkret doing his thing with the increased search terms because of the 10x's. And then it really falls off way back by the end of November to back to 72. And as we continue, guys, the next 10x that we had was all the way in March 2023. And now the one we're going to have tomorrow, June 26th. So if we check on March for 2023, it's going to be, again, pretty clear, I believe. Look at that. 78, comparing it to 95. Look at how much lower it was in March. And then, boom, as the end of the month comes with the Nehkret, boom, it jumps up to 89 from 78. And now, finally, we come back to today. All right, today is this date right here. We are at a 67 in terms of search terms for raid. It's going really bad. So what does Flareon do? It pushes the Nehkret button. Do a Nehkret 10x. That's what raid wants us to do. This is how you can know that Flareon really knows how to bring back the interest for the game. Just do a Nehkret 10x. Guys, this honestly means nothing. It's just a fun experiment that I wanted to see because I just had it in the back of my mind. Like, I see the news announcement by Flareon, Nehkret 10x, and my mind thinks, again? So often, it feels like there's other champions that are never offered through a 10x that could be offered if they also brought in a proper balancing for them, right? Champions like Norog and Warchief are definitely ones that honestly Flareon needs to go back and see, okay, these champions are never used in any place in the game. We need to give them some love and make them be worthy a little bit for a non-void champion. If you compare like a non-void Warchief and a non-void which is Duchess, they are not the same. They are not the same. I mean, it's so clear. It's so clear. I would have loved it if at least they were a bit better to clarify on how much better some champions are and just show it in the odds. Okay, just clearly for players out there. But it is what it is, guys. This was the video for today. If you are summoning, good luck to you. If not, then again, good for you. I am keeping my shards close to my chest. Look at how many shards I'm accumulating, slowly with the ancients, slowly with the voids, and slowly with the sacreds, as I'm doing my clan boss every day. So that is the easiest way to get some freebie rewards. And that's it for the free-to-play life, since I haven't spent for like a month. All right, this was the video, guys. Thank you all. I will see you in the next one. See ya.